Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. He's going to field this at the 2. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out of the 19. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go 40. Here we go 47. Hey, kill. Go to 54.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. 1st down, here's Dak. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
Completed to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 11 on that play, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Another throw for Prescott. Caught him the comeback route. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Working inside the red zone. Headed out right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. Look at that power, deep left side. It's a turnover on his 1st pass of the season. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side, tracking down and stopping potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Dak now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Now Darts. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and give to Tracy. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Your start now. Screen here for Scattergood. Down to the 10. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Cowboys!
Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
46.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his right. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. Hits his running back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Got that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Dak out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag go down with him. Let's see. Did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack? Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Yeah, here we go. 46.
Back to the air, Prescott. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Prescott to throw once more. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Catch made. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect.
And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 13-point lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Hovering now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Hawk 70. Go.
Dart setting in the throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be a yard shy of the 1st as they force him out after the gain of 9.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Scatterboo now from the gun. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
And that short gain is enough. Purdy set it down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Dart out of the shotgun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Headed right through the middle of the field. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Here we go. Here we go, 46, 46.
First down, here's Dak. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here we go.
First and 10, Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Prescott, first and 10. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Now it's Prescott again. We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, "You have a tight end with his hand on the ground?" "Yes, coach." "You have a fullback still on your roster?" "Yes, coach." "Then you're going to be just fine."
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down.
Ready.
We'll draw it up for him. This gets the first and more. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through to the Cowboys. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Tyrone Tracy now to return. Things going well so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, "Listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success." And that's exactly what they did.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Dart from the pistol. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22. And the Giants are going to have the first down. pistol and give to Scatterboot. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
And this one doesn't go far.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Let's go.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Ryan with Scatterboot. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This one will be intercepted. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. First and 10. Here's Prescott. Chase down to his right. He's going to keep it this time. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Here's Abdul Carter making plays as he cleans that one up.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. Trying for the touchdown. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go, 46. 46.
To the air on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Tracy on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He got 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last stride, partner. He was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. From the gun, here's Starks. And it looks great flying through the air run, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
70 Lions.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the gun is Prescott. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up. Back to the air, Prescott. This is caught by Blue. Short pickup to their own 31. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Yeah! There we go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A draw now. This is Tracy. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Working quickly here. Back to throw. Here Starks. Oh, no, they did it yet again. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw? So that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. It came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Yeah! There we go. What do you think?
A 3rd down run with Blue. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Up and gained on 2nd down.
As a corner in this league, you know, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take one in.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Yeah!
Throw here, 3rd down. Hits his running back. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches. Prescott here from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Third and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football.
Yeah, here we go. I take 20.
Another throw for Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. Position could be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. There's Tracy on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On the handoff, here's Scatterbull. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Scatterbull here on 1st and goal. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's another for it. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 75.
Dart setting in the throw here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Cowboys managed to recover the football. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with blue. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They're going to pass it here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. All set now. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And there's another one. The stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.